Hello, everyone. We are back. As you can see, I have a lot of time to make up for, a lot of things to open. Let's go ahead and I want to give this one a go as far as like opening a random thing. Um, I do have like the pre-made decks, so just kind of wanting to see what you can get from booster packs, see what I can put towards those decks. And that's all the more opening I'm going to do in this video. These other things hopefully can make videos for like a couple months. um, Going forward, I will be kind of choosy, getting picky about openings. I'm going to be centered a bit more on things that like I actually want, because you can imagine doing these openings for over 2 years. Um, my decks are getting to the point to where I really don't need to add anything to them. So like I said, I'm going to be a bit more picky after I open all this stuff. So things have been pretty insane around here. Um, having a second child, moving, still working a full-time job, now being the only one that's taking care of a family estate that has 3 homes and a trailer. Yeah, I've been pretty busy. And like literally the reason why I was able to even have time to get this going again is because for some reason my work decided to celebrate the fact that college football starts this weekend. So they let us go early. like I don't even know why, because that doesn't start till later. But anyway, it gives me time. Hopefully be able to get all this opened up before I have to go pick up my boys. All Might, that's pretty cool. So I hope all of you that are returning have had a pretty good time, have been too miserable without me. I know I've definitely missed this, and I've missed interacting with you guys. Like, even if it's just a little bit here and there, it's still better than absolutely nothing. And the itch has just built too much, and I had to get this stuff open. I mean, it's like Christmas morning right now on this table. For those of you just joining us for the first time, this is kind of a reboot to what I had going before. It's not exactly going to be the same. Like I said, I'm going to be a bit more picky, and because of that, there may be times where there's a week or two where I haven't really found anything that I would want. But sometimes there's just offers that are just too good to pass up. Like pretty much everything on this table was discounted or just on sale. Someone's selling it online. Yeah, so to be honest, I really have no idea as of right now what out of this is going to help me build up what I have. Okay, we also have this one. I am going to kind of cut out some of the games that I've opened up for in the past. There's just, like I said, being more picky. There's specific things that I just really don't care for anymore, and then there's going to be things that I focus on a bit more heavily than I did in the past. For example, after I finish up opening all the Pokemon that was on the table, I'm pulling away from that quite a bit. I know that might upset a number of viewers, but I'm just going to try to bring you what I can. I mean, if there's just too good of a deal to pass up on something, or if something just really seems cool, I'll get it. But unless that pops up, I'm going to be pulling away from that one. I'm focusing more on Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and probably a bit more into Dragon Ball Super. And I do have kind of like a little itinerary set, just plans for where to go next after getting all these videos done. Because like I had said, there's certain games I'm going to be focusing on more, like Magic with the D&D sets. I'm going to be getting into Battle for Baldur's Gate, and I am wanting to. I never had finished out the Forgotten Realms binder that I had. I think I'm only like 40 cards away from having a complete set for that. And then with Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll probably be trying to put together the Legendary Duelist Season 3 deck with Yugi, kind of like I did with Season 2 with Kayaba. That Blue Eyes deck that I put together from that set was absolutely insane. So if I can make something close to that with the Dark Magician and the Season 3, then I'm definitely going to be trying to get play sets of a lot of the stuff that could help with that deck. And then there's a number of things that are out and coming out that, since I wasn't filming, have come out and all that, but that I do want to open for Yu-Gi-Oh! And so like this year's 10s, I'm gonna be wanting to get into that quite a bit. With Pokemon, I do have one deck I'm trying to finish. I'll probably just show like what the deck is after. With Super, I actually currently have everything I wanted to open for that on the table. So we have the Cell deck, and then the theme selection for Goku and Vegeta. And then like for Final Fantasy, I actually do have quite a bit more that stuff that's coming out, and stuff that has been out that I couldn't get at the time, and it might be too expensive now, like the Sephiroth 10. I'm sure that's going to be either really expensive or hard to track down. I do have the Final Fantasy X custom deck. I found someone online selling it for like $14. So yeah, I'll give that one a try. But there is a Sephiroth deck that's coming out. I'm probably going to pre-order that one. And then with Flesh and Blood, I have the 2 newer Blitz decks, and there is like a bigger pre-made deck set, and it's like the only pre-made decks that's come out recently I don't have, and probably be getting that one. With Digimon, I'm probably going to start pulling away from that a bit. I really haven't been able to play it. I do not know a single person who plays it, so it's kind of, I don't know, there's really no motivation with that. And then My Hero Academia, I just wanted to give that a bit more of a try to see if I can like add on to the decks, and because like I think I have 2, they're pre-made, and if just from that little bit, if it can help pump those up, I may get some more. Some things that I've opened in the past are like deck building games. They're not necessarily trading card. Like for example, a DC deck building game. I do want to get an expansion or 2 for that. I think I might try to get a bit more into Card Fight Vanguard. Meta X. I want to try out the Attack on Titan pre-made deck. Other than that, I'm probably done with that as well. I do have, like, I have the video before of the Justice League one of Meta X and the complete set I have with that, and I have added Batman and Green Lantern sets to that binder, but I'm probably not going to try to finish those. Bakugan, I'm done with that. I actually gave like all but 2 decks to my brother-in-law, who's like 7. The age difference is like 28 years, something like that. The Ashes, Rise of the Phoenix Born. I've only done 1 video with that, and I want to try to get into that one a bit more. So I may get the, I think it's like Rebirth expansion set. Like the Resident Evil one, that is a deck building game. I might get the other 2, or I won't get any. So it's either all or nothing with that. And then like I've opened one for Power Rangers. I want to get a second deck for that, but that'll probably be it, just so that like I could play against someone. Dice Masters, I might do one more deck with that. But after that, I'm done. I have that complete Yu-Gi-Oh set, and that was pretty much all the more I wanted from Dice Masters, and I went way more than that. Let's see, like Legend of the Five Rings. I think I might be done with that one. Exiled Legends, if they come out with something else, I'll open for that. Cowboy Bebop, done with that. Transformers, I have finished out sorting and creating decks for all the games except for Yu-Gi-Oh! I am actually down to the last like 800 cards to sort out and, you know, put together into a deck. And after that, I'll probably be mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless I'm getting into some Magic set that I'm really wanting to open. Those will be like the 2 things that I bounce back and forth between most of the time. I've opened Full Metal Alchemist. Probably have. I really do want to get the pre-made Edward deck. And then there's a couple I want to give a try. Like I've always gone and seen like what card games are like dead and people are just trying to get rid of their cards, see if, you know, I can get a small collection, or, you know, like even sealed product super cheap. A lot of the times, if it's a really, really popular game that may not be popular here, but it's something big, it does get expensive or pricey for some reason. collectors can drive the price of that kind of stuff up. Like Full Metal Alchemist is one. It was just recently that I had noticed some of the prices on their decks have dropped like $10 because people were selling those pre-made decks for Full Metal for like $30 a piece, and it just, that's not worth it to me. But I will be trying out World of Warcraft and Warhammer. I want to give those two a try, and I hope that we can keep this going for quite a bit. I have kind of updated my like Amazon wish list or whatever. Like if you go over to the like last tab on my channel, that's where you can see links to a bunch of different stuff. I'm on Facebook. I have a group on that. Instagram, Twitter. I have a Teespring account. I do have my own little store that I had started the last time I was running the channel. It was, I think, a middle logo, because my first one was like insanely plain. But the new one that I'm going with is actually from Micheal Kelly. He's on my Instagram. If you want to look for him, if I can remember, I'll put a link to his profile in the description down below. But he has drawn both my banner and that new logo. And he also will do trades, artwork for Pokemon cards. He is getting to the point to where his trades, like, I'll draw you something. Like the value in the Pokemon cards that he's getting, I mean, it's getting up to like $1,000 at a time for a drawing. So like he's really been doing pretty well with that. So go check him out. And if you would like to support the channel in any way, because that can really, really make a difference. If, like I don't have anything out right now that I want to go buy, but there's funds from support, I'm going to go buy something with that so I can have a video. But I really do not want to be that guy that, like a lot of other people trying to bait you in and, getting whatever they can out of you, stuff like that. I never ever wanted that. But I see it now. Like the flip side of that, you do get to a point where you run out of steam, and in order to get back up, you have to have a little help. Like as you can see on this table, I've got plenty to open. So it's not like I'm really hurting over here, but like anything can help. And like as crazy as the past few months have been, like a lot of great things have happened. Being able to spend time with my kids more, and bought my wife a new car, and like we got this bigger house, got a new table set. Like quite a bit has been doing better. I just hope that I can have more time so I can keep this going. It is not easy to find a minute when you have two kids that, God, they don't sleep. Like my youngest, he is absolutely perfect. If you want to go, see a picture of him, of my family, like I said, I'm on Facebook. The profile that I have is purposefully just for the group one-on-one cards, because when I post something to Instagram, it can automatically post it to Facebook, and I didn't want to just like jam up my normal Facebook page, which I'm not even on anymore really, with like card opening stuff all the time, when like it's all my friends and family on that one. But I am friends with, or not friends, but like in that one-on-one group in both of those profiles. So like you can find me that way. Um, I think that we can keep this going with a just a tad bit of support. Like I was saying, got the new logo on like some shirts, sweaters, tumbler, and I stickers, and I priced that stuff out to where like normally it's you have to pay so much in order for them to make it, and then above and beyond that would be what would go to me. The average profit that they put on those t-shirts for people like me that are trying to sell through YouTube to get some support, stuff like that, they are making like 11 to $15 profit. I set mine to $5. So other things $3. Like it's not a whole lot. Like even if the stuff does seem pricey, it's because that bottom start was from them to make it. And like I said, anything helps. Okay, so enough about that. I really do not want to have to, like bring that up again, say stuff like that, just because I don't want to be that guy that seems like I'm begging. Every time I see someone on YouTube that are, hey, join Patreon and blah blah, support the blah. It's like I you just sound like you're begging. I don't like it. All right, so I will probably post 2 videos this week, but then it's going to be 1 video a week after that, just to try to make this last as long as possible. And I really don't know what I want to open up for. I have so much, and it's going to take me so long to sort all of this out. Like, to go through and check against like every deck that I've made. Like, I have 5,000 card storage boxes full of decks. They're just all completed, finished decks. And every time I do an opening, I have to check against those to see if they help anything out, and then go and price stuff out. Oh, that reminds me. I am going to be on TCG Player. I think I have to like officially make like 50 sales in order to be like a full store to where I can like put any card game on there. But I'm going to start listing some stuff on there, things that are you've seen me open on this channel that I don't have a use for it in the decks. So I'm going to turn around and start selling them. And that is, to me, is where I hope to support this channel, is by like turning around and getting rid of the decent pulls that I can't really use. I don't have a use for it. I might as well get rid of it. And I have already like scanned into inventory on TCG Player something like $600 worth of cards that are like anywhere from like $3 to $10 a piece. So I'm going to be selling a lot of like cheaper stuff, but I have definitely noticed that the stuff that's in my decks, I could probably get every dollar back that I've spent on this channel, which 2 years of openings, and especially when I first started, I was opening up like as soon as I got home from buying something, because I just had a really young baby then, and it was a lot easier. But as soon as I was finished, I would load that video up. So like I think there was one time I posted like 9 videos in a day. Like I just didn't care. It's a learning process on here. You have to pace yourself. But you can imagine the thousands of dollars that has been spent on I think I have like 400 and something videos. And like, this is me taking it easy, like this right here. That's me taking it easy. So hopefully we can get all this up and going, get back on track, get to the point where I can make more time. Because I kind of have a feeling like when it comes time where like, hey, I don't have anything to post, I'm going to have to film, there's going to be some sleepless nights in order to get this stuff filmed and sorted. And if I'm going to sell it scanned in online, and like, there's a lot of way more behind the scenes work that goes into like the Ruxin. I can't think of it. There's a number after. His name's Rodney Ruxin. That dude has got to just be sorting cards all day, every day. The amount that he opens, it's insane. Or like Leonhardt, the amount of cards that guy opens and then has to sort. Like, it's probably easy for him. He's probably at the point where he just throws away comments like into the trash, or just throws them into a box and gives them away to people. Which, speaking of, I will be doing giveaways for like every one of the Pokemon videos I'm going to do there. There's going to definitely be Yu-Gi-Oh giveaways every single video, because I have an insane amount of rares, holos of different levels that they're just not really worth trying to sell online. Some of them are still good cards. It's just they're not valuable. So those are, always have been used for giveaways. I will be doing a nowhere near as big as the 1,000 subscriber giveaway with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because that was something like 3,000 something cards I gave away with that. I will be doing another giveaway with that, because that was everything that I really didn't have a use for. I had sorted through all that, and none of it I could use in decks, and none of it was like insanely valuable. So it just all went in a box, and it got to a point that box was full, so I had to do something with it. And so like all the other cards that were left over that I have been sorting and making decks out of, that I'm almost finished with, there's going to be a number of cards from that that I'm going to be giving away. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. Maybe just do some like huge opening and have that as a giveaway with it, maybe. I'm really not running for subscribers. Like, yeah, it's great, it's fantastic, but that's not really totally what this was about. Like, this is about the fun of opening and seeing what someone gets. And I wanted it to be a bunch of different stuff, not just be stuck to one thing, because I know that I would get like just totally done with it very quickly if it was just the same thing over and over. So it's nice to change it up, and I, not just for openings, but like for the channel, change it up. I'm still gonna try to do some ASMR from time to time while I'm sorting. My old place that I was living at, I own that, and as of, I don't know, a few hours from now, I'll be a landlord. And so he plays Magic. I'm probably gonna have some videos of us playing Magic on here, and he might even hang out for an opening for Magic. I also want to do like how to play tutorials, things like that. Like, I wanted to do that from the start, and I just never got around to it. Opening just kind of became a huge part. And I also want to do like while playing with someone, kind of do like deck running. Like you have to understand all these decks that I've made over these past 2.5 years. Um, Most of them haven't been used. So I don't even know how well they work. That's the hard part. And that's something that like I really haven't had too much of a chance. Like I have with Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh. The decks that I do have done for Yu-Gi-Oh, they are insane. Like, turn one, having something that can bring down a blue eyes kind of thing. Like I'm really happy with how those turned out. And with Magic, I was playing with a guy every now and then. I was trying to build him up to where he would know how to play well enough to be comfortable being filmed. So, like, we were going to do that for the channel, and then he moved away. So, gonna pretty much be starting that over again with the new tenant. Um, so I think that's going to do it for this one. I know it's a long one and mostly talking, but it's been a while and it's a lot to catch up on. And as you can see, got plenty coming. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one and get into filming the next one.